David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So the Ole Miss Rebels kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking for a crease. It's Sticky. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The run inside. It's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Gill. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Brings it in down the left side. Off to the races. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. You just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock. Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the big fella.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a fourth down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Rebels offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. It's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With the catch, it's Hobbs. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Quick release by the QB. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
Pulls it in. It's Haas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the RPO, complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Haas. Could not make his way to the corner.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He might want another play. To the air. It's Hammond. Got his man down the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so...
Maybe some room here.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll try it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the 1st half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. To the air, it's Hammond. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. On the move at the 30. All out of space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle, and with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. The brain trusts getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it along the sideline. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Williams. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Takes a handoff. It's Dickey. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Now the play fake. Looking left. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Alexander.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Stumbled to the ground. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to run it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yard.
There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Might be changing the route. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Dickey. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And it's right down the boulevard. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out
there. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Lacey. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the 2nd half when things are getting tight.
Oh, he's got a chance.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To the ground to try to move the chains. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Hammond. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the run, it's Sticky. Could be an alley. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Trying to run, it's Sticky. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. The RPO, it's complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Makes the catch. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. And that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Here's a little room there. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw. Ball down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to impose their will with the run. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Gonna run it. It's Dickey. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.